Today's podcast is brought to you by Audible.com. Get a free audiobook download at audiblepodcast.com/Sorgatron Media. Over 75,000 titles to choose from for your iPod, iPhone, or MP3 player.
Just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Don't give up what you want, take it back. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Do what you got.
Hey guys, it's the Wrestling Mayhem Show. It's 274. We are here. Let's get right into it. We have stuff to do. With us, as usual, is the man from the South Side. With somebody leering over his shoulder. DJ Lunchbox, how you doing? Let's take off that.
What's up? What's up, hot dog? Somebody's leering over my shoulder? That's
Leering?
no bueno.
I don't know. There's faces. There's movement over there.
That's right, motherfuckers. This is DJ Lunchbox. I've had a crazy-ass day, and I'm excited to say some dirty words on the Wrestling Mayhem Show. If you look over my shoulder, my bodyguard, V-Rock, is here. She's watching Assassin's Creed trailers, and she's ready to kill people as well. So, let's do it.
Excellent. And straight from the Bronx is the Mad One. Mad Mike, how you doing?
Woo, woo, woo. You know it's Sorgelstein.
Straight off of a 3-hour Raw last night. Live.
3-hour Raw, 1 hour and a half of Superstars, and a dark match, and I don't even remember what it was. I'm ready.
On the couch, doing a book report, is Chachi.
Hi, guys.
There he is.
No, I'm trying to fix your wireless.
Chachi, remember, the theme of Catcher in the Rye is racism.
Ugh. The theme of Catcher in the Rye is a shitty book.
And joining us tonight is the Riz. How you doing?
I'm good.
So, wait.
The understated Riz. What the hell's your Twitter now? Because we still have Riz FA on here.
It's IUP. Riz IUP.
We're back to IUP.
We're back to IUP.
Oh.
I thought
right.
you graduated.
I did.
No, he
It's
did.
a
But
fucking
I
change it.
bitched him. I said it was too hard to spell on Twitter, so I made him change it back.
There it is. And
Okay.
now so
Change
did we.
it to Riz Hambone.
Damn, stop it.
Hand banana. Hand banana.
And banana.
I want to be called spaghetti.
All right. Well,
And let's not forget our illustrious host with the most, the man with the plan, the man of semi-action, the Sorgelstein.
and I can make a mean eggs over easy now after yesterday.
And make an entire cafe smell like bacon.
Yum,
So that-
yum, yum.
that
No,
puts
no,
him
the
as a god in
bacon,
my eyes.
the bacon has happened today apparently because our exhaust fan's broken in the cafe. And somebody actually chatted with me from British Columbia and asked about my why am I still in the cafe if I'm doing all this blood stuff? I'm like, well, actually, it's a funny story. But anyways, but no, this is the Wrestling Mayhem Show. If you stumble upon this through our many utlets, we're usually over there at WrestlingMayhemShow.com is where we call home.
.com.
.com.
And you can also follow us on Twitter at Mayhem Show and all the other Twitters you see throughout the show if you're on the video version. And of course, we'd love to hear from you. You can send an email to WrestlingMayhemShow.com or give us a call there. 412-206-WMS0. That's 9670. And of course, we're on all kinds of other outlets too. You can find us on Roku, MediaFly. You can find us over on the iTunes. Please leave a comment, and we're video, audio, forums, all that kinds of stuff. We got t-shirts over on Spreadshirt. Got links on the site for that. The iPhone app, $1.99 on your Android.
$1.99. Look at my dick.
It's on the Android market. It's on the Amazon App Store. It's in the iTunes App Store as well for your iPad, Android device, and iPhone. You can get quick access to the audio version of this show as well as exclusive pre, mid, after show content
Yes.
that only those people get right now. You can get that, and it's got quick links to all the ways to reach us through the phone, the email, and the Twitters. So go get that. Support the show, please, so we can keep doing this. And stickers. Once again, we still have stickers. If you want some, you can send a sassy self-addressed stamped envelope to Wrestling Mayhem Show stickers, care of Sorgatron Media.
Good times.
No, that's not the thing.
No, it's not. I'm sorry.
1535 Velasco Avenue, Pittsburgh, PA 15216. And email us if you have any questions about that. So I wanted to start something new. this week because we did these videos.
Damn.
We did these videos back in I think 2007. If you go out there and search for WWE versus TNA on YouTube, you'll find these interesting videos. I'll see if I can bring one up here. But we continue to get comments for these guys.
Well, Sork, it's not our fault that most of our complaints about TNA haven't dated at all.
No, apparently there's a little bit of shot of it. You can see there's DJ Lunchbox, a younger.
God, I was so thin.
And there's the Chad the Chad going on there. But
less edge like Chad the Chad.
I still get several comments, sometimes a week. I swear I've had 3 of them. So I thought I just wanted to share with you what I find in my inbox. Thanks to this. Mega MMA for Life writes, and no periods.
Oh, no.
Ha ha ha. And this was on WWE versus TNA. Big names was the video. WWE marks who don't know lick about wrestling. This is too funny. WWE has nothing on TNA except their age. That's it. They have been around way longer. As TNA has by far the best talent, not even close. WWE has no. I almost want to see this as tags for a blog post. But
Pierre Kelly.
no. Let's see. Nothing can compete with Ministry Machine Gun, Beer Money, Amazing Red Kazarian, AJ Styles, Byron Kendrick, all of the X Division, Angle, Jarrett, Eric Young, Samoa Joe, Generation Me, and the biggest name of all caps, Sting! It's a joke to compare TNA puts on way better matches because their talent is better.
I love that Byron Kendrick. He's awesome.
Byron Kendrick, he's the shit.
It's you know what he's he makes an excellent point. All those are great talents that TNA just buries. But they do have them.
Those
Oh boy, do they
have
have them.
TNA made themselves.
They do have Sting. That's why I lost it. I'm sorry.
They do have Sting.
They do have Sting.
Yes, and
In all caps.
You notice how he talks about the age of the wrestlers on WWE, and then mentions Sting.
I had another one. I didn't put it in here, but
Sting takes the median age of TNA up 20 years.
Yes, it does. But I had another one talking about, what are you talking about young wrestlers when we still have like Triple H and Rey Mysterio? They're a bunch of old fogies, apparently.
Oh yeah, they're all like right around 40.
Yeah,
you know?
right around 40.
They really show it in the ring by not being able to run around and keep up with the young guys.
Sting's been wrestling for 40 years.
Oh, man. Not to mention
to be fair, I don't think Sting is much older than Triple H, but, like, Sting just doesn't move as well.
Yeah, Triple H has held up a lot better than Sting.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think we all know the reason for that, but, you know, a little,
He drinks
supplemental
baby blood?
material for the game.
Triple H likes juice with his breakfast.
Wow.
He drinks baby blood.
You know, and there's more about TNA. Again, at least 2 people here did watch the TNA pay-per-view last week. One being the absent WrestleFan. So WrestleFan wrote a hell of a report. And Mike, please feel free to comment on this as you did also watch the pay-per-view.
Oh, yay! I get the comment.
Was it?
I did too. Can I comment?
Is it Sacrifice?
No,
Oh, good.
You cannot comment.
No, it was Slammiversary.
Is this Slammiversary? Is that why I kept getting emails about Slammiversary? Okay, got it. I didn't even know. I thought we were still on Sacrifice. Anyways, okay. What?
They should have sacrificed a baby lamb or something to have a good pay-per-view.
Oh, man. Slam, TNA!
Oh.
Slam! Wow.
You hear that sizzle and that aroma in the air? That was a burn.
WrestleFan writes, "What up, Mayhemers, young and old?" That's funny.
Wow.
It is time for the WrestleFan mail. Sorry I couldn't make the show this week. I'm currently in a full body cast after finishing my latest work of art with one Joni China Lawler entitled Corpus Krispy Kreamed.
I gotta say that I got that email in the middle of my workday, and that shit made me laugh.
That was hilarious.
That's fantastic. It will be out late this summer. Fun for the whole family. Oh. But that's not why I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about wrestling. I am the award-winning WrestleFan, you know, and here are my thoughts on this week. That was professional writing, and we have bullet points.
The
Is everybody caught up? Is everybody caught up to this?
Fun for the whole family, and all I can think is the family that jerks together works together.
That's awesome. All right, here we are. Here we are. He says SmackDown was great this week, especially the official heel turn of Christian. I love that he is a heel and who people boo, but his grievance. Oh, I'm supposed to do this in rhyming fashion. I love that he's a heel who people boo, but his grievances are 100% true. Yeah. I hope this whole thing doesn't rhyme because it's going to drive me insane. So the core broke up. Okay. I'm glad that this is, I'm glad for this because maybe these, Nexus guys can finally get their own personalities instead of being lackeys in a group.
The core breaking up is the best thing in the world for Wade Barrett.
Oh, yes. Yeah. I like what they're doing with Great Khali under Jinder Mahal's muscle. Whoops, sorry. Right-clicked. The most I've been excited for Great Khali since, well, it's been the most I've ever been excited for Great Khali. Really? Even the Pujami? Oh, wait, that's right. He had to get replaced. Pujami prison match? Yeah, those were the days.
I like the Pujami prison gimmick. I liked it. No, it was they tried something new, you know?
They did. Yeah,
how often do we see that? Like, especially with a new structure and everything like that, it was a new attempt.
And it's still, you know, so much better than all of the gimmick matches WCW tried in the mid-90s.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's like the Terror Dome thing, where TNA had that dome cage.
On a pole match.
No, I'm talking like, what was it, the Terror Dome, which looked like a plastic cage around the ring where they just had a tag team match. There was the one where, you know, the famous one where Abdullah Butcher got shocked at Halloween Havoc. But,
that shit was awesome.
Chamber of Tortures or something like that.
Yeah, I think so. Chamber of Horrors match.
Exactly.
That whole pay-per-view had like the Halloween roulette wheel.
Oh, jeez.
It's good shit, man. I'm telling you.
Moving on. AJ debuted on SmackDown this week. A diva that's hot and can wrestle. Good on you, WWE. I thought she actually debuted.
You British?
She debuted a couple weeks ago, I thought.
Yeah, she's been on TV for a few weeks now.
I have to say, she won a lot of points with me with her tweet this week after the Raw Divas debacle. She was like, wow, that Divas match escalated quickly. I killed someone with a trident. I should lay low for a while.
Nice.
Yeah, and we're going to get to that and my really huge, giant complaint about that.
All right. I completely forgot that Ted DiBiase was a part of SmackDown. Sad. Johnny Curtis is my new favorite wrestler. Bottom line. Isn't that the one that poured milk on himself?
Yeah, it's the one that's stealing Zack Ryder's gimmick from his YouTube show.
Of course. Somebody has to get over on that. Is it just me or does SmackDown feel like what ECW used to be? A place for FCW guys to establish themselves. Not a bad thing. Just saying. It's a better stage than ECW was for that. Yeah, I think I haven't noticed it. Really? But if they're going to experiment somewhere, it's not the A show. So, and it's where they can edit if need be. So, no, I think that's fine.
Yeah, the SmackDown 6-man tag match was one of the best things on the show last night.
I didn't watch SmackDown this week. I actually didn't get the chance.
I mean, no, it was on Raw.
I was on Raw? Oh, yeah. Definitely. Slammiversary was okay this Sunday, but once again, I would not pay money for this show. Hey, you know. Tag match was a good opener and one of the best matches on the card. However, there was no reason for the Brits to be in it. Plus, their tights are horrible.
Yeah, on Impact this week, the British Invasion were on commentary, and Taz asked them who they beat to be the #1 contenders, and they literally had no answer. Because they didn't beat anyone.
So it's not a gimmick that we're bypassing them through some da-da-da-da-da. It's like, well, because
yeah, they're like, oh, we've been together since 2009. I'm like, No, you guys formed in 2009, then broke apart, then one of you had AIDS or something, and one of you was gone, and one of you was, like, not British, and then you all came back together, like, a month ago.
Yeah, exactly. Even though Destination X seems like a good concept, I still hate that what they're doing with the X Division. They're making guys like Kendrick Kazarian, the Bucks, etc. look like young punks who can't make it in the big time. Especially that Abyss is retained against Kendrick and Kazarian at the pay-per-view. Didn't they turn it into like the Extreme Division somehow?
No one knows.
No one knows.
Sorg.
This is not clear on their show?
No, it's like they don't know if they're called TNA or Impact Wrestling.
Okay.
Like, Abyss keeps calling it the Extreme title, but the announcers keep calling it the X Division Championship.
Yeah. So
Christy
you
Hemme
missed the
called
thing
it
about
X
Matt
Division.
Morgan, Scott Steiner, and Crimson and Samoa Joe.
it really sounds like TNA has like a huge branding problem here going on. Just with everything.
You think?
I mean, just nobody's talking to each other, and okay, I guess it's more of the same. Anyways, to move on. The finish of the Knockouts match was painful to watch. I just hope that eventually Velvet will win the title. Who was it, Velvet and...
No, it wasn't even Velvet. It was Angelina and Mickey.
Okay.
And Mickey almost broke Angelina's neck.
No shit.
Yeah, because she went for the Mickey T, and Angelina, I don't think they mistimed the jump, and Angelina's neck like got wrenched. It looked.
Oh jeez.
Oh, it was a little scary to watch. It was a little scary to watch.
To move on a little bit, the finish. Okay, I'm on the fence about the Last Man Standing match. I'll mention that at the end of the email. The ending of the world title match was stupid, just plain stupid. What happened there?
Oh, it was. I think they're doing the Nick Patrick thing, where Jackson James was the referee, and Sting hit, I think, the Scorpion Death Drop or something like that, and Anderson was clearly down for 3. The ref didn't count it. Bischoff was at ringside. Bischoff distracted Sting. Anderson hit a low blow blatantly in front of the referee and pinned him. It was retarded. And judging by the spoilers, it doesn't even look like they're following up on that.
Yeah. And maybe you can comment on this then, Mike. Raw was I'm sorry, Raw. No, not that part. I bet Kurt Angle versus Jeff Jarrett was good. Too bad I didn't watch it.
I really didn't watch it either.
Okay.
I was so
We're tired of this ended.
by
We're
it.
tired of this ended.
It was so boring. Like, it was literally, like, I was more enthralled by the NBA Finals, and I'm not even a basketball fan.
Jeez.
Like, Kurt Angle, Jeff Jarrett, it's done. It's over, and even though they kept saying final battle all over the pay-per-view, you look at the spoilers, they're not done!
I knew it.
Jeez.
I didn't read the spoilers, but I said, they're going to do it
Not
again.
fucking done.
All
And
right,
it's just
moving on to something
ridiculous.
more positive. Raw was great last night, has been consistently great as of late. Even though it started corny, Del Rio versus Big Show is going good. R-Truth, just awesome. Pure awesome. He beat up Hornswoggle. He's mastered the insane face, and the whole John Morrison thing left me cracking up the entire time. Well, yeah, we'll talk a little bit more about that.
R-Truth was spectacular.
No Zack Ryder in Long Island. Ryder or Riot. I understand you said that there was some chants out there. I did not hear them on television.
I started several chants on television. At least we tried to anyway. But Zack Ryder, after the dark match, Zack Ryder was the first person to show up on Superstars. He cut a tremendous promo. Just cut a fabulous promo. Had a really good, 15-minute match with WrestleFan, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a really good match. For people who don't watch Superstars normally, I would recommend watching the Zack Ryder Primo match. It was really, really good. And he won, obviously, which was nice. But there were Ryder fans all fucking over that arena.
Were there people dressed up like Zack Ryder?
There were people dressed up like Zack Ryder. I was actually in a video that someone was shooting to try and be Broski of the Week inside the arena.
Nice.
There were cloth banners
this
saying,
Zack Ryder
take care
thing-
of like your hair. It was all over the place.
This Zack Ryder thing is going to get so big they are not going to be able to contain it.
Yeah,
It's just
sort
like
of.
that.
You know,
man.
you want to know how big Zack
Even-
Ryder's getting, or at least how big he was last night? You know the rallying chants where someone does "Let's go Cena, Cena sucks." last night I got a woo woo woo, you know it chant started. It was fantastic. Awesome.
That is awesome.
Even after Raw aired, I think it was. I know Jericho and a couple other wrestlers were like, "Why the fuck wasn't Zack Ryder on TV tonight? What time to riot?" You know.
Ziggler was pissed. Ziggler was really upset.
Ziggler was pissed.
It's like, what are they doing? You know.
It would have made so much sense for them to have Ziggler and Ryder team up last night.
You know what? It's one of those things. It feels like one of those things where WWE didn't make it, so maybe they don't feel like they want to support it, or Vince McMahon not understanding the internet. So there's that.
Well, no, but he can understand hearing the chants in the arena.
That's true. That's true.
Until Raw started and basically until Stone Cold Steve Austin came out, everyone in that place wanted Zack Ryder, and you could hear it. Like, literally hear it.
And you never know. All right, back to the email here. Piper and Miz promo battle. Oh my god, that was awesome, he says. Yes. After a string of good Divas matches, we get 7-on-7 with only 2 girls getting ring time. Back to normal. And Eve, aren't you supposed to be a heel anyway? Heels don't can.
I really don't. He's not a heel.
She went heelish and then just hated Cole. I really don't think Cole is the GM, especially after that thing with him and Stone Cold, Punk, and Austin. Make it happen, WWE. Make it happen. Okay, this is the note I wanted to make about the Last Man Standing match. That's at the TNA pay-per-view. Who is it between?
AJ and Bully Ray.
Okay. Even though the match was good, if not great, until the ending, I got extremely pissed off that someone in the back told AJ Styles to dive off a large scaffolding more than 20 feet in the air, only to get nudged by Bully Ray into part of the stage and then lose. I want to ask the question, should wrestlers be doing these insane moves or dangerous spots in front of a small audience like the Impact Zone? That's funny. And in front of barely any people on pay-per-view. On Impact, maybe. The whole thing seemed to really piss me off. A wrestler in TNA being told to do a dangerous spot that has no effect on a storyline and that barely anyone will see. Sounds familiar? Cough, Daphne, cough. But I want to know
Daphne,
your guys' thoughts on it. WrestleFan out! Them doing crazy stuff like that on TNA I think is something for them to stick out. And I don't really think you can talk the audience thing like we do with indie wrestling. You know, it's not like he's doing this in front of 80 people in, party hall in Cleveland, you know? I mean, this is...
Sword, there aren't that many more than 80 people in the Impact Zone.
But it's on...
There's maybe 250.
I'm sorry, but it's on pay-per-view, and he's getting paid a lot more than those guys. You know, that's a guy with a contract. It'd be one thing if somebody like Daphne, who was obviously a talent that they could, have her leave without second thought, like most of the knockouts, and drop like a bad habit. But, AJ Styles to do something crazy like that, that's job security for him at that point. I'm not defending... I'm not defending doing stupid shit like that, but, that's them trying to stick out. That's him trying to make a moment that, will hopefully, stick out and make people want to get a pay-per-view or, whatever, the motivation is behind it. And I don't think you can say somebody told him to go out there and do that. You never know.
But I think his main concern with it is because the actual finish of the pay-per-view was Bully was lying on a table on the floor. Mm-hmm. AJ climbed the little scaffolding like Jeff Hardy or Shane or so many people we've seen do before. He came off the top with a splash or like an elbow drop or something like that and hit it. And being a last man standing match, they're both trying to get up. Mm-hmm. And as AJ got to his feet, Bully Ray literally just pushed him.
Okay.
Like with his foot, and he just flew headfirst into the stage.
Yeah,
it was a big spot for the sake of absolutely nothing.
Okay, so it's more the storyline effect.
Bless you.
Like if he jumped off the top, and someone grabbed Bully Ray out of the way, and AJ missed, and that was the end of the match, then at least it's a spot with a purpose.
Makes sense,
but.
It makes sense, and that's the problem. It's like make the match make sense. So yeah, I'm completely with you on that, and yeah, definitely. But that's TNA. It's them saying, let's do something crazy and forget about the next minute. So, anyways, who wants to get this next email by T-Rack, guys?
T-Rack.
I've talked enough.
Let's see. Well, I'll take Pierre Calais. Lunchbox, do you want T-Rack?
Yes. Let me take a look here.
Alrighty.
Hey, Phil, guys.
Hey,
Phil.
Bam. How's your book project going there, Chachi?
I broke your wireless.
Oh, crap.
Here we go. All right, I got it.
We'll talk about it on the break.
It's called Shit Pay-Per-View. Hey guys, T-Rack here. I just want to send a quick email about TNA's pay-per-view. First off, oh god, there's no periods.
Perfect woman.
First off, let me say I like TNA, but Sunday's Slammiversary was shit. I mean, why was the Sting versus Anderson match for the title not the main event?
That's a very good question.
Wait, what? What was the main event?
It's true.
The final battle.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it wasn't no Triple H Undertaker, let me tell you that.
Oh. Anyways. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. They should have switched the last match, the number one contenders match before that, but that's why TNA is not up there with the WWE with booking like that. Hell, the 3-hour Raw was way much better than that, and it wasn't a pay-per-view. But one last thing, if you guys like podcasts, check out the Art of Wrestling podcast with Colt Cabana. It is very cool. Well, I would be in the chat room right now, but I'm at work. Anyway, check out my thetorturerack.wordpress.com. I post a couple of wrestling videos a day, from old to new shit. Later, T-Rack.
You just gotta get that plug in there. Yeah, Art of Wrestling. I haven't listened to it for a good while, because I'm kind of behind on the podcast with my schedule changing. But yeah, it's just Colt Cabana shooting.
Wait. Was it? Did you say Tumblr.com?
Tumblr?
WordPress. Never mind.
WordPress.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't go to Tumblr. Yeah.
Okay.
Is it porn?
It's porn.
Going to Tumblr.
Maybe not the porn you want to see, sir.
Yeah, it's not that kind of.
But no,
porn.
it's really good. It's just him. It's really just like two wrestlers shooting the shit. You know, there's some really good stuff about like Colin Delaney's story when he was on there, and like I said, CM Punk's been on there. Actually, there's CM Punk with an I heart Colt t-shirt going on there. WeLoveColt.com is his site, so go check that out. And hey, by the way, Colt Cabana featured in Super Indy 10 this week. It's a little indie minute for you. IWCWrestling.com.
While we're talking about other wrestling podcasts, I want to mention real quick. I listened to Dave Lagana's episode with Low Key.
Oh, amazing!
That is an excellent episode. Very interesting stuff there. I recommend it to anybody who gives a shit.
That's over IWantWrestling.com if you want to check that out. Of course, yeah, and check out, we interviewed him a while ago. I heard he's going to be at another friend of the show, Mike Kingston, that did the Headlock comic book. They're going to, I think they were talking about the New York City Comic Con. I'm not sure, but apparently Dave Lagana is going to be there signing stuff along with.
Well, if that's the case, I'll have to get a picture with two friends at the show.
There you go. There you go. Oh, by the way, Sorgatron Media will be there in a press capacity at the New York Comic Con. We just got clearance, at least for me, and we're going to see if we can get some other people in on that. So we'll be there early, Mike. Just gonna give you a heads up.
I don't know if I'll be here, but I will let you know.
Yeah, we'll have to talk about that. Anyways, we got a little bit more email. Mike, you wanted to get Mr. Techwood Drive?
I have Pierre Calais, and his email is called Core No More. to the WMS Nation. This past Friday marks the end of one of SmackDown's villainous groups, the Core. How did it all happen? It started when Ezekiel Jackson wanted himself out of the group because he didn't want to fit the way the team looks to be in size. 3 were left, and Big Zeke tried to do things to capture an IC title. But in the end, Wade Barrett always won, but kept it by means of DQ. However, Wade Carrot said it'd be nothing without him.
Wait, what?
Wade Carrot said it'd be nothing without him, and Gabriel Slater agreed to that. I have never seen a breakup so bad since 3 Count, Misfits in Action, and the Filthy Animals broke up. The core even had versions of the same theme song being played when they entered the ring. The WWE music guys should pick one and not a new one every week. We still have the new Nexus on Raw, so they're okay with it too. But goodbye to a team that have been their end of days since early this year. May they join other stables in stable heaven. See you guys later. PRK, aka Mr. Techwood Drive.
Mr. Techwood Drive. There you go. All right, and if I'm not mistaken, I don't believe we have any other emails.
Lies.
Is this lies?
Lies.
There's other emails?
Yes.
Lies.
I have received an email from the Riz.
Oh my!
Even though he's on the show, I should make him read it himself.
All right, you go ahead and
I
read it.
fucking hate them,
Chachi,
man.
go ahead and read it. Riz, make your mouth move.
Yes.
Never mind, your frame rate's pretty horrible.
That's a
Chachi.
shit, though.
And I pre-read this one. It's kind of fucked up.
All right, a live critique of your own email on the show, Riz.
WMS! Capital Punishment is this week, and we have been shown numerous dreams that Booker T and Jerry Lawler have while they were sleeping. I had dreams like that before. Let me tell you about them. I was watching a Capital Punishment commercial and my head exploded. Then I woke up, and there was another Capital Punishment commercial. And then R-Truth busted in my house and called me Little Jimmy, and then threw a very expensive drink in my face. Then I woke up. There was a Capital Punishment commercial on, and I stopped to watch the whole thing, and a trap door appeared, and I just kept falling and falling and falling. While I was falling, I saw TVs, all with Capital Punishment commercials on. Same ones going by me. And then I hit the ground and woke up, and I was watching TNA's pay-per-view. Then I knew that it was all right in the world, because WWE can't put on a worse program than a TNA pay-per-view. Right?
It just makes you feel good for those, even though we have those horrible Capital Punishment spoofs going on.
So wait, was that Reception?
Wait, hold on.
Wait, that's better.
Until next time, just went a dream inside a dream inside a dream on your ass, Riz.
So
Nice.
yes.
Riz, are you upset that I came up with a better pun than you in like 2 minutes?
Oh.
Kinda.
Yes! Awesome.
Are we gonna fight?
Fight,
No.
fight, 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 fight.
Step
fight,
on me
fight,
again,
fight,
fucker.
Well, if that's all, then we got our indie minute
Fight, fight,
going
fight,
on
fight,
here.
Fight,
Wow, they're
fight,
still going.
fight,
They're
fight,
still going.
Fight,
Oh,
fight,
yep.
fight, fight, fight.
I think LB's internet's just on a delay and he keeps...
Oh, okay. Oh, it's repeating. I got you now.
Bobby sent
that
an
makes
email.
More sense. Bobby did send an email. It's the AON report.
Bobby
It
FG.
gives us. He gives us a rundown of the last couple of years of Thunder Cup, which is coming up there for AON at AONwrestling.com.
Fight.
Let me pick out the
Hey,
interesting
hey,
parts.
step on him again! Step on him again!
Let's see. Let me give you the
Mayhem
very...
Racehorse, fight! Mayhem Racehorse, black, white, Indian!
Whoa.
Whoa.
Indian?
Whoa. Wait.
I don't know.
Indian.
Wait.
Hey,
Indian?
little Jimmy!
Don't step on me, little Jimmy.
Don't
Don't step on me.
Do not
This
step
is
on
funny,
me,
man.
little Jimmy!
This is so epic with you so far away on the
You
camera.
noticed him last night saying little Jenny's?
Little Jenny's?
Yes, when he came out, he said he started addressing the crowd, and he said little Jimmy's and little Jenny's. So he's including the women
So
too.
he's no longer sexist.
Right.
But still
Almost
racist.
wish he said Little Debbie's.
No, it was little Jenny's.
What was this? Little Jimmy's got a
Little
boat? Did he say
Debbie's.
that?
Yeah.
Little Jimmy's got a boat. Shit. Anyways, AON. The only thing that sticks out for me here is that Cass Edison's niece Emily Carmichael turned on Cass and joined her kidnappers as the newest member of the cartel. More details to come. That's the part.
That's what we call Stockholm syndrome, kids.
Yes, Stockholm syndrome in wrestling. Wow. AONwrestling.com if you want to find out what's going on there. Holy shit. Holy shit. It's a switcheroo.
It's a switcheroo! Oh.
What a twist! What a twist!
The other thing going on locally, of course, IWCWrestling.com. Super Indie. It's going to be a really big show this weekend. Go check that out. It's at the Court Time Sports Center here in Elizabeth, PA.
Your mom's at the Court Time Sports Center.
Look at all the people here. Look at all the people on the show.
Look at my dick!
We got El Generico. We got Pinkie Sanchez from Chikara. We got Ricky Reyes. Colt
That's
Cabana,
what I did to your mom last night.
Adam Cole.
Pinkie
Jason
Sanchez.
Gore is in there. Facade.
That's when you stick your pinky in her
I'm
pooper
trying
and
to
then give
say
her a
things.
poop mustache.
Samurai Del Roll Super Hentai.
Step on him again!
Oh no.
Poop mustache.
The whole night's a tribute to Larry Sweeney.
I like saying poop mustache.
Oh, I'm trying so hard.
Said.
What number show is this?
274.
Get it?
Wrestling Mayhem show number 274. Pinky mustaches, or no, Pinkie Sanchez and poop mustaches.
Somebody write down the show notes for me.
China versus Pinkie Sanchez.
Oh my god. Oh my
Step
god.
on me again, little Jimmy.
Geez. Anyways, also going on there, we got our founding fathers, Vegas and Denny against the Kings of Wrestling, Claudio Cagnozzi and Chris Hero.
That was Claudio Castagnoli.
Yeah, that guy. That guy with his Starbucks. He's got a great blog. And then that WC title match, we got John McChesney and the returning Ray Rowe.
I like Chris
Go
Hero.
check all that stuff out. It's going to be a good show. It's going to be a good, fun show.
John McChesney and Ray Rowe is alone worth that pay-per-view.
Yeah, but they have a 10-man tournament. That's incredible. Yeah, it's going to be a long-ass night. What?
Bobby in the chat room said Dirty Sin Cara. For a Dirty Sin Cara, your mustache just turns blue and yellow.
Eat a lot of Skittles.
Oh,
I love Skittles.
Delicious, pretty delicious.
I
On
pooped
that
the
note,
rainbow.
On that note, that's all I got for the indie stuff. Since the usual person isn't here this week, but go the WrestlingMayhemShow.com. Go check out lots of that stuff. ChikaraPro.com and AIWrestling.com. They're doing a big show in Cleveland next Sunday. Prove it?
Yeah, prove it.
I mean, prove it.
Ooh.
Didn't happen.
Oh, shit.
All right. Hey, there's a little peek at the gold, and we'll be right back, guys.
You're fired.
Go to the club and you know how we do. Handful of cash and a couple of brews. So many women, so little time. Gotta find a
Found out that I'm talented when it comes to injuring myself. We're currently out in Devil's Elbow in North Park for this weekend's team game. I'm going to Japan to defend my international world championship belt.
Are you going to train while you're there? Are you going to pull a cart with a bunch of Japanese people in it for
Yes.
training? Come on.
It ain't
Come
my
on.
fault. Let's see if I can connect now that your iPad's not on the network.
Although, before we get into that, I would like to say, if you haven't seen the Assassin's Creed Revelations trailer, you're wasting every second of your life until you watch it.
I'm getting awesome. You're getting awesome.
Hey guys, it's the awesome cast forever. But there it is, for reals. I understand somebody else has been stricken by the Netflix streaming bug.
I can't believe I have to play the other side of the coin. iPhone has it.
You can check us out at awesomecast.com.
Awesome. Yeah, that's what I said. So I said I'ma crush it. Call me the golden boy.
I'm Anthony Walker, and this is Unsung, the nonprofit news magazine show that features news and events from our nonprofit community, and also the good things that you do. You can see more episodes and our Unsung Uncut series on PittsburghOnVideo.org.
Hey guys, we're back with Wrestling Mayhem Show number 274, and we are doing our third week of our brand new segment. Remember that? Or remember when? Fuck! God damn it!
Whatever it was.
Oh, you suck.
Whatever that was called.
Anyways, do either way.
Anyway, so I was watching Andy last night, the Tough Enough winner, and I was looking at him and going, God damn, you suck. And then I was trying to think of really good Tough Enough winners. And of course, my mind immediately jumps to the man who had the best dropkick in the history of histories. And that, of course, is former school teacher Maven Huffman. And my favorite moment of Maven was not when he turned heel for that one night, not when he had his feud with Tajiri and Tori Wilson was sucking on a lollipop, but Maven had the greatest Royal Rumble elimination of all time when he single-handedly drop-kicked The Undertaker out of the Royal Rumble. And then The Undertaker pulled him under the bottom rope, beat him mercilessly, and threw him into a popcorn stand at the top of the arena. So, in January, when the Royal Rumble comes around again, just remember, Maven was never eliminated, and he's always a dark horse. And don't you remember when that happened?
Kicks of Doom.
Well,
Wow.
to be completely fair, Maven had one hell of a drop kick.
He did.
That was a good drop.
He did.
I thought when you were going to say favorite Tough Enough winners, I thought you were going to mention former crush of mine, good old Nidia.
Nidia! Jimmy Nova, boy!
Jimmy Nova, boy!
Oh, the good times.
Look at me in my fur
The
coat
good
and getting
times.
blind and shit.
The good times we found with Tough Enough. Thank you very much. Very much. Well, there you go.
Oh, Shaniqua, I miss you.
There's our Remember When, and next week it's going to be WrestleFans' turn.
Yes.
Oh, that's going to be
So, in other
awesome.
words,
He doesn't have
you
as
want to
many
remember
years.
when from,
And
like,
it's going to be from a
2008?
5-year-old, so it's be remember when 2 weeks
Remember
ago.
last week when our Truth dressed up in a Confederacy uniform? Man, those were the days.
Remember when the Corps formed?
Yes.
Ah.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Remember when Legion of Doom was a dominant tag team? You know, Animal and Heidenreich.
Mhm. Exactly.
Oh, God, I remember that.
All right.
there you go.
Exactly.
That was the worst shit ever.
Case and point. All right, what else we got here? Speaking of which, Andy had a kid. Wait, is this last week's notes?
No,
No.
he just had a kid.
All right, he had his kid. Go that guy.
And he
Hell
cried
yeah.
more than baby did.
More than
Man,
Congratulations, that kid's
No, Matt,
going to
no.
hate you 10 years for being in wrestling.
There
So
you
Mad
go.
Mike's probably going to yell at him because he probably cried during the birth, so.
He
Wrestle
probably
fan.
did.
WrestleFan, I only call him out when he cries because someone insults him in a promo.
Oh, whatever.
That's why I cry every night.
Really?
Yes,
Because I insult you in a
because
promo form?
Because you tell him to step on him again.
Mad Mike insults me, and I go home and I have to cry myself
Every
to sleep.
Tuesday night.
Every Tuesday night.
Is the
Chachi,
kid.
I'm sorry, but it's the only way you'll learn.
I know.
That's what you'll learn.
I know.
Just
It's all tough love. It's all tough love, Chachi.
Don't mistake my generosity for kindness.
I'm playing Galaxing right now, so I could give a shit less.
Yes,
You
the
want
book-
some of my pills?
The book report continues.
Pills.
It is a book report. You're right.
Remember, Animal Farm is about
You
the
left
duality
school.
of man and communism.
That's right. That's right.
Hey, I love
now,
that book.
Now relate that to asteroids.
Actually, it's Galaxin,
Oh, whatever. Same concept.
and I can't because you're the one spaceship firing at all the little guys. It's like communism destroying everything.
Wow!
Chachi, I'm going to have you write my papers when I go to college.
I don't know if you can afford me.
Oh.
Yeah, and
Oh.
plus, if you had Chachi write your papers, then you would have to give him some of the Chili's food that you get from down there.
I think
That's fine. That's all good.
Chachi's been listening to the freelance show we do now.
I'll
He's
give him
learning
that
things.
baby back
No,
ribs.
He's learning things.
I used to write papers for.
Oh, it comes out.
I used to write papers for other people in high school all the time. I did an entire paper.
Statute of limitations, you can say.
Right. I did a paper on Henry VIII in 2 hours. It was a 10-page report, and I got an A. Well, they got an A.
Now, Chachi, I have a question. Yeah. That paper on Henry VIII, did you just write the lyrics to the song "I'm Henry VIII, I Am"?
No.
Over and over and over?
No.
Oh, okay. That's what I would, and just to piss them off.
It was a legitimate report.
Sock it.
But yeah, I can't write papers on anything.
How much a paper, Chachi?
What's that?
How much do you get paid?
Back then, I charged $40 a paper.
Shit.
Not bad.
Yeah, for a high school student, hell no.
This is like in the late 90s. I mean, inflation on that? Holy crap, right?
And that was high school. That's why it was only $40.
Jeez.
Yeah, I mean, if you want like a 25-page synopsis, that's going to cost you a lot.
Wow. All right, guys, let's get back to wrestling. So
wrestling.
WWE, Raw, All-Stars, whatever the heck you want to call it. Because Stone Cold doesn't know what the show was called last night.
No, not at all.
Nope. Again, it was a little confusing because some places there was Raw, some places it was All-Star Night. It was a little weird. A lot of good Stone Cold stuff. I mean, what WrestleFan you said earlier, probably, they've been consistently good and they continued the trend last night.
They have been, yeah. And I'm excited for Power to the People next week, even though I do think it's another thing that has to do with race. And they're going to tie it into the R-Truth thing.
I was hoping that'd be Cyber Monday.
Cyber Monday.
Yes.
I think it's not going to be Power to the People at all. I think it's just another, hey, USA liked the fact that they got some high ratings for Tough Enough, so they're like, hey, let's have 3-hour Raws now.
Can we, now when they did say, oh, by the way, it's going to be a 3-hour Raw again next week, did anybody else think, really, I can? Because...
I like the 3-hour Raws.
Yeah, but it's kind of exhausting. It makes my Monday nights a little long,
2 weeks in a row is a little much for
It's probably because I have nothing better to do, but whatever.
I feel like
instead of making more sex tapes with China.
Yeah, okay.
Thanks for taking my thing from last week, WrestleFan. That was really great. My email from last
Krispy Kreme coming out this November.
Oh my.
Oh, good Lord, WrestleFan.
Right, so we have a Capital Punishment this Sunday, and then another 3-hour Raw, plus all the other programming they do. It really kind of feels oversaturated, I mean, it feels like Raw's going the Monday Nitro route at this point, but I don't know why.
No, Sorg, I really don't think they're doing the Monday Nitro route, because they're taking advantage of this the time when there aren't new shows on TV.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like sports, the NBA finals are done, the NHL final, the Stanley Cup's going to be done, so they're taking advantage of being the only consistent new product during the summer.
And they're trying to create a jumping on point by saying, hey, remember Piper? Remember Stone Cold? They get you back into it and you see what's going on. It's like, it's like that page in the front of the Marvel comics that tell you what's been going on lately in the book. And now you get to see it because you're there to see whatever Piper's up to, whatever Stone Cold's up to, and they mix in and interact with the ongoing story so you can hop on and ride the WWE train to Moneytown.
Moneytown.
Yes. So, I don't know. Again, I can see that, and especially these cable networks are really kind of specialized in this whole off season. Burn Notice is coming back. This new show Suits that I heard about 5 times last night.
If you wanna check out a new show on, I think it's on USA, Franklin and Bash. Hilarious.
It's on TNT.
Thanks, TNT.
Okay, it's hilarious.
Who's on there? It's
Is it? I haven't seen that yet. I wanted to check it out.
It's
Is that with Zach Morris?
Yeah, it's the one that has Zach Morris in it.
I didn't even notice him.
It's Zach Morris and Brandon and the skater dude from Clueless.
Yes. Hilarious.
I know him from other stuff. I'm trying to remember what else I know that guy from. Like
he was in Road Trip.
Road Trip.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't think of his name, but I know who he is.
Like I just see him. It's like, isn't that guy been in a movie with Seth Green or something? So I don't know. But why are we? Wow, we offshooted that. Yeah. So Raw last night. R-Truth still crazy.
Breckenmeyer. Thank you, Louis Anderson from the chat room.
Louis Anderson.
But
show me boobs.
What the hell?
What? I don't know.
Show me potato salad.
Oh, I was gonna say that.
Wow.
I was so gonna say that.
So Raw, yeah, R-Truth. Still crazy.
Oh, still
great.
hilarious.
Still. I mean,
it's like I
Still
said in the
awesome.
thing. He has mastered the insane face.
Yes.
yeah.
Little
Yeah.
Jimmys and Jennies. Oh yeah.
Okay, can I ask you guys a question?
No.
Because
I'm kidding.
I'm going to anyway. Everyone at the arena was completely fooled with the Morrison thing.
Mhm.
Were you guys fooled that Morrison wasn't coming out?
No.
Fooled.
You mean?
Well, what do you
fool.
mean by fooled? Like,
Well, like I thought there was going to be an actual match. Like I was really excited for a Truth and Morrison
I thought
match.
at one point he was going to attack him from behind.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I seriously thought that it was gonna be like he was coming in from the back.
He was coming in from behind.
See that
In the back
me and my
door.
friend Danny, we were looking for that too, because we kept checking to see if there are any camera guys like scanning the crowd, waiting to see if he was going to hit him from behind. I'm like, oh no, is this not really happening?
What? We're not seeing an awesome John Morrison match? What's up?
Yeah. I think I do agree with it, because I think before R-Truth feuds with John Morrison, he has to kind of have a match with John Cena first.
Mm-hmm.
Have
Well, I
that
think
feud
it's just a
done,
way
and
to
then-
keep it fresh in people's minds.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
remember this guy. I have a feeling they like brought him in. He's not exactly cleared to wrestle, but like, hey, we're doing this big night. Come on in, and we're going to do this spot. You're not actually going to wrestle, but it'll further this kind of thing.
Though when he was talking to Truth, or when he was talking to Morrison, when he attacked him or whatever, didn't you think at some point he was going to drop the N-word by accident? Because there was at one point where like he tried to finish his end line, and then Morrison reached up. He's like, "Don't you touch me!" I swear, I thought he was going to say the N-word.
Dude,
Like he was gonna, I thought he was gonna
Morrison is a
proceed.
parkour guy, not a ninja.
And he's not Hulk
I thought
Hogan.
he was Hulk Booker T.
And I gotta say, props to R-Truth for rocking the plaid.
Mm-hmm.
The plaid.
Yeah,
the
no
shirt,
one's
yeah.
rocked the plaid like that since Cactus Jack.
No, they have
gotta say.
not. Look at him. Look at him go. So, yeah, and there's been a lot of talk. I've been listening to some other shows, Between the Lopes, maybe Lagana show, and there's been talking about like maybe this is a little too goofy, But I think he's kind of riding the line, and I think he's getting more serious with this. And I think I might have tweeted this last night. I had this comment where when does a crazy goofball R-Truth turn into crazy serious R-Truth? Makes a little bit of a turn for that.
I don't think he needs to turn to serious
You
R-Truth, because
think goofy paranoid is enough for him?
goofy. Well, not just paranoid. I wouldn't even. He's goofy to a degree, but
Yeah.
the paranoid kind of regulates that.
It regulates that.
I mean,
I don't know
all
if that was
under
the word.
control.
Yeah.
well, I mean, even though he's goofy, paranoid, last night he did beat the fuck out of John Morrison.
It was more
Like,
serious.
He rammed that fucking deal into his head.
It's
And,
more.
then they panned the cameras over him, and he had a big smile on his face.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So what? He liked inflicting pain.
And then
I
he
mean,
just ran away.
it's not much different than Mankind.
Mm-hmm. Well,
It's
and
just
then I
his
go back to that.
mannerisms, I
I
think,
go back
yeah.
to that. This is a guy. We talked about Mankind. We talked about Cactus Jack. That was the thing we always liked. The guy had to believe he was right. If you're paranoid, you believe you're right. And this is a guy. I think somebody commented is like making a storyline out of Truth. About this guy is a guy that has not been pushed, always been on the back burner all these years, and they've made a character out of that.
Mm-hmm.
It's everything when we're like, oh, R-Truth isn't good and push. Maybe these people are against them in the company or something. They're like, let's make somebody.
Let's do something with him.
Yeah, let's do something with that concept that everybody always says. Oh, that guy's.
Well,
not...
it's like what they're doing with Christian too.
Mm-hmm.
Christian's doing a very similar thing. Like He's always wanted to get the ball, and as soon as he was handed the ball, it was taken away from him.
And they build on that he's worked so hard and finally got the opportunity, and there's got to be a lot of like real personal frustration that he can put into that character, and it's really great.
Mm-hmm.
Oop, I got you eating.
I'm taking pills.
Okay.
Pills.
Sorry, no TNA talk is coming up, so I want to medicate myself.
I got you. But it's really great, and you know, I mean, nobody believes R-Truth is winning the belt at In Your House.
Oh God!
I don't know.
Really?
Sword?
If
No,
they do,
I don't know.
it will be shocking
He's not
if they
gonna be
do.
the guy that
They got me.
represents Raw.
No.
Sword?
He's not going to be the guy that represents Raw as the champion.
Yeah, exactly, Mike.
I could see a world with R-Truth as WWE champion. I can see it. If it's just for a night or a week or whatever, I could see it.
I can
only
see
for the point. Because if they want a new WWE title feud, like something that doesn't involve John Cena, an R-Truth Morrison feud for maybe a month, I would be all about that.
It's like what Lunchbox says all the time.
Oh yeah, hold on, Riz.
It's like what Lunchbox says all the time. Try to take a chance. Like if they take a chance on R-Truth, and if it doesn't work, put it back on Cena.
Well, I think,
or put it on Morrison.
I think the fact that they're putting R-Truth in a main event match is them taking a chance on it. Maybe he doesn't win a belt. I can see R-Truth being, great in this position and never have a title. I think he can be a great, foil for whoever's up there for the John Cena. I think he's perfect. He's asking all the right questions and all that stuff. Fan, you had something?
Well, I was just gonna say I could see R-Truth as champion on SmackDown. I don't see him representing the top show as a champion. But then again, it's like what Riz said. You could take a risk.
Yeah. I think Mike, you were saying about. I'm sorry, I'm going to misrepresent this maybe. Is your I can see the Night R-Truth champion. Is this the same world where Dolph Ziggler had the world belt for 10 minutes? Maybe
don't forget that. I mean, I'm telling you, last night at that arena, R-Truth is over. People hate R-Truth, and people hate R-Truth so much to the point that they're willing to cheer Cena.
And it's not an annoying hate, right? It's not the, come on, get this guy off my TV. It's we are loving the hell out of booing this guy.
Yeah, which is what it used to be.
I mean, it did start off. But I think a lot of the best gimmicks are like, oh, what the hell is this? This is annoying as all shit, right? And you're like, okay, I'm into it. It's gained steam. Miz. We hated Miz. Everybody hated Miz.
We hated Miz because he sucked ass.
I didn't hate Miz.
but no. Right off the bat, it was like...
I did not hate Miz. I said his ring work needed to be improved, but he had the natural charisma to be a really good heel.
Let's take... No.
Did you watch SmackDown in 2006?
Yes, I've watched everything, WrestleFan.
Guys, let's take it back a step. And I want to set both of you straight, because let's go back before we even saw the guy wrestle as The Miz, the host of SmackDown. I mean, that was one of those that was annoying. It was annoying, but eventually we kind of got what he was going with, and kind of.
Well, he had a natural charisma on the microphone. And that is basically what has carried him. His ring work has improved just because, getting more ring time. But his mic work has been what's carried him to the top.
That's true.
True.
And he was the only guy who interacted with Austin and Piper last night.
That's true.
I mean, if that shows you they don't believe in this guy, then I don't know what does.
Exactly. Oh yeah, I got holy crap, so much in the chat I need to catch up with.
It's all from Bobby. It's all just from Bobby.
He said
Bobby's just live blogging our show.
Listen, they need to bring in Jimmy Snuka the feud with R-Truth. Sure. You get to a certain point, he says, and then the heel starts to get cheered. It's like Stone Cold, Rock, Triple H, Miz, Punk, and it may happen with Truth. I think that, it's a different day and age here where we cheer the shit out of CM Punk because he is entertaining as the asshole. You know,
Yeah.
Same with Randy Orton. You know, he's the most vile son of a bitch out there. Says, "I will hurt you." You know, back in the day, you couldn't have been like Hulk Hogan, say, "I'm going to hurt you." You know, say your prayers, eat your vitamins, and I'm going to hurt you. You know, that doesn't work in that environment. You know, and these days,
you can't have say, "Well, you know what, Slaughter? I'm gonna punt you in the head, and you won't return to wrestling, brother."
Although didn't we get that a little bit? Didn't that get that a little bit with the Ultimate Warrior, or we just didn't understand? So
it's still going on.
It's still going on.
It's still going on.
It's still going
on.
Yeah, okay, well, let's transition into that. What did anybody check out this Ultimate Warrior video that's got everybody in a tizzy?
No, I haven't. I've heard things, but I don't know exactly the details.
Okay. So we're all right. Moving on from there.
Well, no. I was at the gym on Monday and they were showing it on TMZ, but they had subtitles on, so I was able to read what Warrior said.
Okay. So what happened?
It's really, he's calling Hogan out on a lot of shit from like 10, 15, 20 years ago.
Okay.
Like he was saying him and his wife had an open relationship. And like he was one of the only ones who would say no to Hogan's wife, and that Hogan broke up Macho Man and Elizabeth. Like apparently there was some real shady shit going on, brother.
According to Ultimate Warrior.
According to Ultimate, well, I mean, it's not like I've heard this from other sources as well that like, you know, there were, well, Hogan was a swinger, shall we say?
Okay.
He's a swinger.
He's a swinger, baby, yeah, brother. But like it just seems like Warrior is trying to get some press because he knows Hogan is in the media.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
honest, and Hogan is actually kind of taking the high road, which is very rare for Hulk Hogan.
Which is he's looking to sue him for libel or defamation. I'm sorry, I think is
yeah.
Which
or
is
slander or something. Like
instead of just coming back and making another, twit vid on the toilet.
Yeah.
Where you're like,
he may have a better case than that than when he tried to sue that cereal company or whatever.
Well, that's what you have to do that. To a point, you have to do that as a.
Yeah,
if you have a trademark like that, I mean that's
company F on though.
I mean,
that commercial, nothing like Hulk
I can understand that. But unfortunately, I think you look at the image of Hulk Hogan, it's like the Xerox machine. It's like that is your brand is.
He's your typical wrestler.
Yeah, he became the face of wrestling. He became what people think about when they see wrestlers is a guy that looks like Hulk Hogan. That's how big he was in the 80s that everybody thinks back to that time, I can't think of another one that people can say that about, another depiction.
Probably Randy Savage.
Randy Savage would be the other one. How many times?
Randy Savage, Ric Flair, and Andre the Giant.
Now, put it this way. When you see a wrestler depicted in a cartoon, who does he usually look like?
Hogan.
What, Josh?
Unless it has makeup, and then it's the Warrior.
Speaking of wrestlers appearing in cartoon, sometime last week, someone said that Macho Man was usually one of the ones that people depicted when they had wrestlers in cartoons.
Yeah,
and this happened. I think it was
helpful that he was letting his voice to a lot of
it,
but
right, and that's what it was. It was his voice, because everyone wanted an easily distinguished voice, so people would watch it. And I think it was during Raw last week. But I woke up the next morning and I'd fallen asleep watching Family Guy after Raw on Cartoon Network.
Mm-hmm.
And at between 5:30 and 6:30 in the morning, they show King of the Hill. And the episode of King of the Hill with Randy Savage was the one that they were showing that day.
I bet you somebody bumped that in.
Not many people remember this, but Randy Savage was even on Hey Dude back in the day on Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't remember that one.
Randy Savage was on the Weird Al Yankovic show, wrestling a hamster, I think.
Harvey the Wonder Hamster?
Yeah.
Going to YouTube right
it's
now.
NWO era I tweeted this out. I think I found it around the time when he died. It might have been actually linked on iwantwrestling.com. But yeah, that was one that was floating around when he passed that weekend. And I was like, this is amazing. But
oh my god, I found
there
it.
you go, Captain Lou. Captain Lou was a guy. Again, I think because he made himself so available, they showed up on a lot of that stuff.
He was Mario.
He was Mario. Do the Mario. Do.
Swing your arms from side to side. Come on, it's time to go. Do the Mario.
All right. That hopefully doesn't get us kicked off YouTube for a rights thing. Anyways, but yeah, it's yeah.
And also, speaking of wrestlers and cartoons, I just recently watched Green Lantern Emerald Knights.
Okay. And
none other than Hall of Famer Rowdy Piper has his own mini segment on it.
I love that Miz made a They Live reference during his promo.
Oh, I missed the They Live reference.
He said my episodes of the Real World got viewed more than anything in They Live. Or something
yes, he
like
did.
That. Something that's
he
great.
did.
Oh, I missed that. Yeah. Wow, I can't believe I missed that.
Macho Man is totally getting the crap kicked out of him by this hamster.
But tell me,
Macho Man, no!
Wait, tell me about this Roddy Piper reference in Green Lantern.
Well, it's not a reference. He's in it. He's one of the characters in Green Lantern. He's like the basically there. I forget what the name of the planet Green Lantern is, but it was the origin of him. No, not Oa. The actual planet that's a Green Lantern.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. I forget what the name of it is, but it was basically his origin story, and the guy Roddy Piper was voicing, I think his name was Bafanga or Bathalga or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
He was supposed to be the greatest warrior in the cosmos, and Piper was looking to find this Green Lantern and destroy him. And it was just like Piper cutting a promo on a planet that didn't speak for about 13 minutes, and it was fantastic.
Wow.
It was really, really great.
I'm going to have to step up getting this one. That sounds pretty cool. Wow.
And it's Nathan Fillion as Hal Jordan and Lucius Malfoy as Sinestro. You can't go wrong. You physically can't go wrong.
All right, now we've dealt with a little outside the box there. Bobby, it'll probably be delayed 30 days since the WB movie. So I think you're out of luck there. But it'll be on streaming in about 3 months, I bet you. Anyways, where the hell were we? Anybody pick up WC Nitro Best Of? It's not on Netflix yet. So I was a little disappointed. But
I've not picked it up. All my logger friends said it's fantastic so far.
I bet.
Which is weird because we got paid to watch Nitro and all of us hated it.
It's like seeing the fruits of your labor come out on DVD, hosted by DDT.
Yeah, seriously. So, that's literally all we were there to do. Like, hey, we want to make a Best of Nitro DVD. Let's get these kids to watch it.
Oh,
damn it.
Well, it's one way.
What was Forrest Hogan's finisher again?
I really want to watch the DVD until I watch the commercial and they show clips of that triple cage match and they show clips of the finger poke of doom. And
wait, the very best?
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
You know what? I was looking on the Wikipedia page. The finger poke of doom has its own Wikipedia article.
Oh, I bet it does.
Of course it does.
I bet it does.
Of course. All right, guys. Any other news we need to get this Chachi alone?
Quick thing I did post in the show notes. The Michael Tarver, Jacob Novak, and a couple other FCW guys were reportedly fired. I guess with cuts.
Michael Tarver's still in the arena though.
Yeah, I was waiting for Michael Tarver to make his big return. He's been lurking in the arenas on Raw.
What?
Like he would show up every once in a while in like a backstage segment on Raw.
Okay.
Or on even on SmackDown too. Like back when Teddy Long got attacked, and Teddy Long is being like checked on. Dolph Ziggler, Vicky Guerrero, and Michael Tarver is there for some reason.
Wow.
Yeah, but this was like a couple months ago. Michael Tarver hasn't been on TV in a long time.
He hasn't. So yeah, that's kind of sad. And Jacob Novak, he tried to be a rapper on NXT, and that didn't work too well. So yeah,
he tried to steal Slam Master Jay's gimmick.
Oh God,
That's a shame.
I had to watch that live. He was horrible because I saw because the NXT in Corpus was when he got eliminated, and God was I happy.
How is that? How I come over on the live show anymore with NXT and Superstars? How many people are sitting? No, how many people are sitting in that arena and all of a sudden they started, oh, what are these matches? What NXT Superstars? What are these? These aren't on TV.
Superstars people got into. NXT, no one knew who to cheer for.
Yeah.
Because they obviously didn't watch the show. So like for example, there was a match between like Titus O'Neil and like Darren Young, and Darren Young cut a promo before on Hornswoggle, because he hates him for some reason. I don't watch the show, but like they were kind of booing Darren Young, but they weren't really cheering for Titus O'Neil until they show Hornswoggle locked in like a crate, and Titus O'Neil runs back to save him, and everyone's like, "Yay, we like him now!" Like it's like when during the SmackDown taping when Ezekiel Jackson came out and they started booing him, and then he said, "I'm gonna get my revenge on Wade Barrett," and then they started cheering him. Like, okay, do you not watch SmackDown?
Wow.
Well, clearly they didn't.
Yeah, clearly, because there was a kid behind me that was yelling, "Leave the core!" I'm like, he left the core like 2 weeks ago, kid.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, you don't know. Some of these could be like, I watch Raw and that's it. And WWE's coming in time. It's like, what's SmackDown? There's a lot of people that don't pay half as much attention other than it's wrestling. So
yeah, there was one guy last night who I always get the fun people when I go to these live shows.
Mm-hmm.
There was one guy that was screaming at me all night. Like, he was right behind my head. He was screaming. He was getting spittle in my ear and everything. And finally, at the main event, because he started screaming, John Cena sucks, he's not a wrestler, all shit like that. And I just fucking lost it.
Mm-hmm.
So I turned around and I asked him exactly why he thought John Cena wasn't a wrestler. And of course, the first thing he says is because John Cena has 4 moves.
Oh, fucking Christ. God, I hate those fucking people. I swear to God. Ugh.
So I told him Bret Hart had 5 moves when he was champion. And then he actually said, these were word for word, John Cena got into the business because of his father. Bret Hart never relied on his dad to get him into wrestling.
What?
I stood at him and I looked up. I'm like, do you realize that Stu Hart owned Stampede Wrestling, which booked Bret Hart for years before Bret got to WWE, and Stu Hart was the one who got Bret his tryout with the WWE?
Do you realize John Cena's a first generation superstar, you fucking moron? God,
my head hurts.
John Cena's dad did managerial work for an indie fed in Massachusetts.
Oh, big fucking whoop. Big fucking whoop. Oh my God, fucking idiots. I fucking hate people. It's like I said, I hate wrestling fans. I know I'm a wrestle fan, but I fucking hate wrestling fans.
You're not a wrestling fan.
I posted in the
You're a self-loathing wrestle fan.
I posted in the chat room like an hour ago when we were talking about the AJ Styles thing and how I was in a stream. Oh, a minute, whatever, fuck you. And some guy, after AJ did his jump, said he could have done something cooler when he jumped. I'm like, what the fuck do you want him to do? He just jumped off a 20-foot scaffold and did an elbow jump. Oh, you want him to do a fucking 450?
Yes.
That would be sweet.
Yeah, but is that possible?
Shooting star, bitch!
Fucking retards.
We want a spiral tap, motherfucker!
Yeah, I don't care if you break your neck or your back. I just want to see you do something cool.
Well, WrestleFan, you also have to remember, a lot of these people still don't think they get hurt.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's
remember
that's
a lot of
how
these guys are like, oh, well, that's a fake table anyway. I mean, that's fake ground. He'll be fine. Why doesn't he do something fucking cooler?
They cut the tables, you know.
Fake. It's fake ground. Okay, you dumbass.
Well, no, I think the only thing that I've heard they do to the tables is like they have the metal retainer in between the panels on the wood that they do take out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's still going.
It's okay, yeah. I don't want you to hit the table and for it to not break.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hardcore Holly still got hurt on a table.
What are we in Japan?
Yeah, the Hardcore Holly. That's a good point there.
Ooh. Oh, that hurt.
Yeah, that was
that
was rough to see. So, all right. Well, on that point, guys, let's go ahead around the horn. It's that time. What did you learn from wrestling this week, Mad Mike?
You always fucking start with me, Sorg.
I figured, you
always start with me. What the fuck are you talking about?
Wrestle fan, shut up. What did I learn from wrestling this week? I learned that Long Island is huge about Zack Ryder.
Mm-hmm.
They are absolutely, and people were livid when Zack Ryder wasn't on Raw. But the conversation I had with my friend Danny last night, I said, it's better that Zack Ryder was on Superstars, had a great match, cut a promo, and won, than Zack Ryder being on Raw for 2 minutes and getting squashed with no promo.
That's true. Right. That's true.
Because the Zack Ryder match on Superstars is really, really great.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have
really
to watch
great.
that.
Best match I've seen Ryder in since his ECW days.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
Oh, okay. New ECW.
Yeah, when he was WWE ECW.
I gotcha, with Rosa Mendes.
WrestleFan. What did you learn from wrestling this week?
What'd you learn
from wrestling fans this week?
Nothing, because they're fucking idiots. I learned 2 things from the pay-per-view this week, Slammiversary. First, I learned it really sucks for TNA when Taz is the voice of reason for your shitty storylines. Because I love the fact where they fuck shit up and Taz just points it out blatantly. Like there was one during the Knockouts match where Mickey was pinning Angelina, and then Winter put her foot on the ropes. And he's the ref's like, oh, the foot was on the ropes. He's like, yeah, but the ref also failed to notice that her foot was also under the ropes before it was on the ropes. He just points out that stupid and like he said, when he pointed out why the British Invasion got the tag title shot for no reason. Like, it sucks when Taz is the voice of reason.
And then my favorite part was, what was it? Was when Scott Steiner came out. He corrected, Christy Hemme.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Christy also said that AJ was from Marietta, Florida. Which is a brand new city.
I feel like Taz does what I think Jerry Lawler does this too, where he doesn't do any kind of pre-meetings or anything like that. He shows up to the arena, just does the show so he can get an authentic reaction.
Yeah, I think good Taz, because God knows TNA needs it.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's how I do emails.
Yeah.
It is.
The Jerry Lawler.
You guys pre-read the emails. I don't.
No, I don't. I said we should, but there you go.
Yeah, I don't listen.
Riz,
and also, the second thing I learned from the pay-per-view.
Yes. Oh, he's still going?
Yep.
Yeah,
he's young. He learns a lot of things, Riz.
I learn a lot. I'm like
so much ahead of him.
I learned from the pay-per-view that Karen Jarrett is an A1 ball buster, according to Mike Tenay. Because they're doing this interview with her from Hendersonville, Tennessee. And at the end of the interview, after Karen was complaining that it was a push, not a accident or whatever. And Mike Tenay just randomly out of nowhere, he goes, you know what, Karen? You're nothing but an A1 ball buster. And I'm like, what? What? Like, there was no establishment of why Mike Tenay would have a problem with Karen Jarrett. And he's just like, you know what? You're an A1 ball buster. One, I don't even know what the fuck that means.
Look it up on.
I think Mike said that's usually what she does for $50 a pop.
Yes, it involves barbecue sauce.
Oh God.
Oh my God, barbecue sauce, buster.
But there was no reason for him to have said that, and he just said it.
Jeez.
And I'm like, what? It's
Riz. What'd you learn from wrestling this week?
It's my turn now.
Yes.
You don't have anything else? No.
I learned Johnny Curtis is awesome.
I learned that Kane, who once tried to push Shane McMahon into a burning hole and do something to his balls that I cannot repeat.
He electrocuted them.
Electrocuted his balls.
He attached a car battery to his testicles.
Is now feeling remorse for Ricardo Rodriguez while Big Show was punching him to death.
Can I interject? Okay, so let's break this down a little bit. He was beating the hell out of Ricardo Rodriguez.
Correct.
And says, "No, you're going to kill him. Then you'll never be able to get back at Del Rio."
Yeah.
But it's like, wait, wasn't Ricardo the one that actually hit him with a car?
Yeah.
Yes.
So why are we waiting for Del Rio? The guy hit you with the car in front of you.
Speaking of what Riz mentioned, I watched it a week ago. Shane McMahon knows how to sell an electrocution to the nuts.
Wait. How do you know how to sell an electrocution to the
I
nuts?
don't know, but he sold it really good.
I got 2 words for you. YouTube.
What?
Oh, that whole thing. Well, WrestleFan, if you give me those exact links, I will send them to certain people to get those videos yanked. Anyway.
Yeah.
Bobby learned a lot this week.
Look at my name.
Bobby really did learn a lot.
Speaking of getting yanked, what happened in the chat room here? Learned that Sin Cara's Lake gives him superpowers, that he's a Mexican wizard.
I hate
Yeah,
that
Sin Cara is Spanish for Harry Potter.
Also learned that nobody wants to come to Thunder Cup. You make me sad.
What?
You don't want to get murdered.
Yeah, we don't want to get murdered. Who does want to go to this?
Bobby, if you pay for my Megabus tickets and my tickets to Thunder Cup, I will come down to fucking Thunder Cup.
That is true.
I think it's free.
Also,
I live in Mexico.
It is free, isn't it?
Then you pay for my fucking Megabus.
We're afraid to go to Johnstown. You have floods and we can't swim very well.
And there's murder. And kidnappers side with their kidnappers. It's
Exactly.
crazy shit that happens.
Stockholm Syndrome's a bitch.
Stockholm Syndrome is in effect.
Also learned that CM Punk versus Austin needs to happen at Mania. I'd rather see that than Rock versus Cena. And it's free $12 Megabus. All right.
That's entirely true. I would much rather see Punk and Austin than Rock and
That's
Cena.
true. Chachi, what did you learn from your book report?
For my book report, I did 3 blog posts.
Excellent.
What did you learn? What did you learn about Catcher in the Rye?
Did you learn that Festus was in Of Mice and Men?
I did.
Wow.
Tell me about the rabbits, Jesse.
Tell me about the rabbits, George.
Is he scratch? You know we can see your crotch now.
Yeah.
It's sexy time.
Sorry,
Crotchy.
it's warm in this area. I got some swamp ass going on. But no,
It's
seriously.
like fucking Dagobah in his boxers.
This week in wrestling, I learned that Austin can have an amazing back and forth with a laptop.
Oh, that's right.
He ran over a laptop with his 4-wheeler.
Yeah, by the way, coming soon to the Wrestling Mayhem Show Facebook will be an amazing picture of Austin toasting the Raw GM.
But I mean, it was amazing. Like, it started off as him telling Michael Cole to not read what the laptop said, to the laptop going off once every 5 seconds.
It's like, really?
No, stop it.
And Michael Cole's pressing the button.
Yes.
Jinx.
Yes. Even though his hands were visible on the podium,
Yeah.
Michael Cole was the one sending the emails.
Yeah. Well, and I want to break it down. Like, you ever consider, it's like, so somehow they hooked this laptop up to
The lights?
The entire lighting and audio system of the arena.
Yes. So that
Sorg, they actually showed how they did that before the show. It's all very technical.
Okay, all right. We'll have an awesome cast about it sometime then.
But yes,
but still.
So that's what I learned. I learned that Austin can have a great back and forth with an iMac. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, Sorgatron, what'd you learn this week?
I learned that just about every AIW show with Jimmy DeMarco happened in a bar.
Wow, that's not really that shocking at all.
And also, most of his notes have penises on them. All right, and on that note,
Once again, not shocking at
guys,
all.
please go check us out on Twitter. Chachi says, Mad Mike 4883, WrestleFan 2000, DJ Lunchbox, Riz IUP. Thank you for joining us, sir.
You're welcome. Riz equals ratings.
There you go. We'll find out.
Get it down.
We will
Write it
find
down.
out. Go check out the gold on the
write it
Wrestling
down
Mayhem
right
show.
now.
We'll write it down. Wrestling
down.
Mayhem
It's
show
all there.
gold on the iPhone store, on the Android stores, and all that stuff. Please check us out, WrestlingMayhemShow.com, at Mayhem Show on Twitter. Email us at
Good times.
at WrestlingMayhemShow.com or 412-206-WMS0967 for the rest of you. Please email us if you want information on how you can get free stickers. All right,
Stickers!
All right, it costs a stamp. But other than that, and everything going on, where we're going to be in the Comic Cons and all that stuff, and everything going on at SorgatronMedia.com. So many shows, so little time. We'll see you guys next week. Mayhem out.
Just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait.